Hi, Matt here from Gregory Mountain Products, and I'm going to walk you through the new men's Baltoro and women's Deva packs. I'm really excited to show you the reimagined dynamic suspension system we put together for you, and it provides the most customizable fit we've ever done. Let's take a look at the Baltoro suspension. Flipping this around, you see they have these two free float flex panels. These two flex panels suspend this reinforced 3D hip belt against the perimeter frame. These two flex panels kind of work as shock absorbers, so this hip belt is allowed to move and flex and kind of absorb the movements that your hips make as you go down the trail, and they connect that support system directly to the perimeter frame. This flexible conforming system and the stiff rigid support system of that perimeter frame provide the ultimate in load transfer and carry. This system is also anchored by this comfort grip panel here, and what this comfort grip system does is it really locates all that weight into that reinforced hip belt panel, providing kind of maximum comfort and load transfer out to your hips. This hip belt, like I mentioned, is kind of a 3D wrapping setup, so you get that pressure point free comfort. Inside you have a reinforcement that goes from tip to tip to provide that load stability out to the edges of that hip belt. That hip belt also has an adjustment panel on each side for 7 inches of adjustment total between the two to really dial in where that padding sits on your hips so you get a really comfortable fit. Another auto-fitting kind of system that we maintained from the previous Baltoro has been enhanced on this new system. This rotating assembly here on the back provides kind of auto-fit to any shoulder shape, so you really get the padding where you need it and you get that perfect wrap, so you have the best comfort and load transfer onto your shoulders. Each one of these harnesses has multi-density foam throughout with a more stiffer panel on top to really support that load, and a really cushioned premium foam along the whole bottom to provide that comfort for those more flexible areas on your body. As you can see, the new Baltoro&Deva have done away with components. No more components. It's a much easier pack to fit and adjust on the floor and provide a more custom fit. What it still has is 3 different torso sizes, right? So what this means is that you can size up or down to get a longer harness or a shorter harness depending on your body shape. So take me, for example. I'm a size small. A size small harness and hip belt fit me perfectly. But someone who has the same torso size as me but has a larger body shape can size up into a medium and get that longer harness and hip belt size to best fit their body. So you're no longer just customizing for torso length, you're also customizing for body shape. It's the most customizable pack that we've ever done. On the center back panel here, we have this new air cushion mesh support. This proprietary mesh is something we developed specifically for the Baltoro&Deva to get maximum ventilation out of a close-fitting load hauling pack like these ones. When we compared this material to a traditional foam that you would use on a back panel, we compared the displacement of this air cushion mesh versus the foam. So when we looked at the foam, there's a massive displacement, meaning that there's no ability for air to flow through, right? When we looked at this air cushion mesh, we found that over 90% of the material is actually air, providing maximum airflow even if it's right up against your back. Another great thing on this air cushion mesh is the reduction of plastics that go into the back panel of this bag. We found that we reduced over 50% of the plastics needed in order to create a really comfortable load transferring pack from the previous Baltoro. We measured everything on this pack using our LCA tool, and we provide 6 different metrics that measure the impact on the environment. The key metric being the carbon footprint impact. Through the reduction of plastics, the use of recycled materials throughout, all the fabrics have recycled content, we found that we got 30% reduction on carbon footprint impact over a standard nylon pack. Also, everything on this suspension, this air mesh, the air cushion back panel is all treated with Polygene's Stay Fresh technology. This is an odor control treatment that fights the odor-causing bacteria that can burrow into this air mesh and cause your bag to stink over time. All right, that's the new Free Float A3 suspension. Let's take a look at the updates to the bag that make this the best pack in the world. On the side, you still get the deployable sidewinder water bottle pocket for quick access to a water bottle on the trail. You get the same top and bottom compression, sleeping bag compartment with divider on the inside, dual compression on the bottom as well. You have reflective loops throughout, so you can attach anything anywhere on this bag with some additional loops over the previous generation. On the front, you have the double barrel zippered pockets with the stretch mesh on the front. The great thing about this new design is that these double barrel pockets have some really clever pocketing that keep this front pocket from being overstuffed, so the zipper tracks really nicely compared to the previous generation. You got the great U-zip opening that the Baltoro&Deva are known for. Moving up top, you've got your floating top pocket with dual attachment loops and a small little slip pocket with large U-zip access for a more tiered organization. Underneath the top lid, you're going to find your pocket for your included color-matched rain cover. And then you also get your call out to the LCA data that we spoke to earlier with the overall carbon footprint reduction of this pack. Closing this thing back up, moving to the opposite side here, you've got a side stretch mesh pocket with an additional gusset on the bottom so you can put some larger items on the side here. We've added 2 attachment loops here, and what these 2 attachment loops work for is that you can add things like a bear spray holster, accessory pouches to keep your GPS transponder close at hand. It's a really nice little spot for that to quick holster at. On the hip belts, you'll notice that that new system with the perimeter frame allows for just a massive hip belt pocket. So previous generation Baltoro&Deva have nothing on this one. That's a nice upgrade over the previous generation. Sides, you have your top compression, bottom compression, as well as dual trekking pole and ice tool holders on each side. So not only do you get all these great features on the pack, but you get this customizable free float A3 suspension with dynamic hip belt, rotating harness, air cushion back panel. The list goes on and on. It's a great pack. We're really excited for you to carry this thing, put some weight in it, experience the comfort, and get out on the trail. Thanks a lot.